To you about branding. And the way I like to think about branding is a love story. It's the way that a communication evolves between both an enterprise and a customer base. You have an audience and you have a voice going to that audience. So when you think about it as a love story, a brand needs to keep its promises. So the question comes, does the brand keep its promises? Well, what you'll see with a strong brand is, first of all, it's recognizable. You know it when you see it. That's a brand. That's who I can believe in. There's trust in it. And you want to be very clear with that brand that when you're communicating as a brand, whether it's you as an individual or a company you're representing, that trust is sustainable. Now, how do you sustain that trust? Well, the first way is you do what you say you're going to do. So if I'm trying to deliver a product, if I'm bringing you a great service, I want to make sure I deliver it to your specification. That's how you create a strong brand. The other thing is, are you being culturally consistent? So it's not just you, but it's the organization that you're representing as well. Is that doing a good job of communicating that love you have for the customer, the value you're creating for that customer? So those are the things that really point to a strong brand. But just like any great love story, sometimes things don't work out, and that gets us to a weak brand. So when we start thinking about a weak brand, probably the first thing you want to know are the behaviors raising questions. You start questioning what you're actually hearing, what you're receiving. Did they keep their promise? Are you not sure that they're going to be able to maintain that promise? So are you raising questions? That is a sign of a weak brand. I think the other thing that you want to make sure of is that, do their words contradict? Do you say you're going to deliver by Thursday and it comes in Saturday morning and probably late in the morning when you're ready to leave? You want to make sure that there's a sense of consistency, but weak brands give a contradicting message. Again, just like a relationship gone bad. The third one is your organization. Again, it's not just you, but it's what the brand represents. It's the company, it's those around you. Are those images, are those words, are those ideas inconsistent? Are you being unfaithful to your customer? So when you start thinking about yourself as a brand or the brand you represent, because ultimately you're a reflection of the brand, of the bigger entity, you want to make sure you're showing the categories, you're showing the consequences, you're showing the actual attributes of a strong brand. You do what you say what you mean, and your culture is consistent. Again, it's a love story. And when you're interacting with businesses, you always want the happy ending.